Hello everyone! I'm going to try and make this card with you really quick because I've got to actually go start making dinner. I think this is a good card for a guy. You can if you want, if you don't like to put bows on your cards for men, because this does have a bow. You can turn it into a knot, or just do like a, you see that I rolled it, or I wrapped it around 3 times, and you can tie it on the back so that you can't see a knot or anything. It's just a simple triple tie, if that makes any sense. But I do think it makes a good dude card, and it would make a lovely girl card too. Either way, it's kind of versatile. I like it, and let's get started. Alright, so first you're going to use a piece of Early Espresso cardstock, and this is cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and scored at 4 1/4. And I've already done things ahead of time, and I will show you briefly how to do this part. But this is a piece of Whisper White cardstock cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm just going to show you real quick right now what I did. I've done this before, so most of you are probably already pretty familiar with the technique. You are going to take a two sponge daubers, one for Early Espresso and one for crumb cake. You're going to take your Early Espresso and crumb cake ink and just alternate them. I started with Early Espresso, so I went Early Espresso, crumb cake, Early Espresso, and so on and so forth. Gonna end it with just 2 of these. So you'll just ink the sponge dauber up really well. This one is the crumb cake. And just going to position it where you want it and just press it down. So next you're going to take your Perfect Blend stamp set and just the coffee cup. You're going to ink it up in Stays On, and you're going to stamp it down 3 times. You're going to ink it up, stamp it down, ink it up, stamp it down, ink it up, stamp it down, but you're going to ink it up on and stamp it down onto 3 different pieces of paper. You're going to need a piece of, and I've already fussy cut these out just to shorten the video a little bit, but you'll need a piece of soft suede, and you'll want the whole image for that one. You'll need a piece of crumb cake, and you're just going to cut out this portion of the crumb cake, the sleeve, so that it looks like that. And get up one more time and stamp it down on a piece of Whisper White, and all you're going to need from that is the lid. So you just fussy cut those apart. You're going to put some dimensionals on the backs of all of those pieces, and you're just going to adhere those pieces together. And I took a piece of Early Espresso Baker's Twine, and what I did was I just wrapped it around the front 3 times and kind of separated the layers a little bit. That is the best I could get that bow. That bow did not want to work with me. Then you're going to take a piece of Early Espresso, and this is cut at 2 by 3, and another piece cut at 1 3/4 by 2 3/4, and you're going to put dimensionals on the back of both of those pieces. I'm going to adhere this piece to the front of the Early Espresso piece, to the base card. Alright, and take these 2 pieces and adhere them together. And then take the coffee cup and adhere it to the front of those 2 pieces. And take that whole piece and adhere that to the front of the card. Okay, so I'm going to take the For You stamp from the Chalk Talk set, and I'm just going to use some Stampin' Write markers. So on the outside edge, I'm going to use the soft suede, and I'm going to color that in just along the outside. I'm going to color the inner edge, that inner circle, with crumb cake. And I'm going to color the For You in early espresso. And I'm just going to stamp it down towards the bottom left corner. There you go. Okay, so I made a button using the Simply Pressed clay. I colored it using the Baked Brown Sugar refill. And I glazed it or shined it up using the Crystal Effects. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some Crystal Effects on the back of it. Just going to put it on this last or first, whichever way you want to look at it, early espresso dot. And that's it. Pretty quick and easy. Until next time, happy stamping!